Thank you, Tony. The latest developments tonight in the trial of Michelle Carter. The defense began calling witnesses today after the judge denied their request to have the case dismissed.
Her lawyers plan to prove that Carter was not responsible for Conrad Roy's suicide.
Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado has been following this case every step of the way. She joins us now live from Taunton.
Michelle Carter's defense attorney says while her text messages do show she encouraged her boyfriend to kill himself, he says it was his choice, a tragic suicide, and not her fault.
In terms of the timeline,
Michelle Carter's defense attorney working to poke holes in the prosecution's argument that Carter caused the death of Conrad Roy III back in 2014.
Mr. Roy was suicidal for a very, very lengthy period of time.
Joseph Cataldo bringing in a forensic investigator who analyzed data on Conrad Roy's computers and cell phone. Stephen Verano's report listing some of the web pages he says Roy visited in the weeks before his death, such as how can someone die from drinking too much water, easy, quick, and painless ways to commit suicide, suicide by cop, and ways to kill yourself on YouTube. The defense also bringing up the arrest of Conrad Roy's father, Conrad Roy Jr., in February 2014, where Conrad Roy III was present.
Assault and battery domestic.
In the morning, the defense tried to get the judge to make a judgment of not guilty, claiming the prosecution's case presented over the last few days was not enough to prove Michelle Carter was responsible for Roy's suicide.
There is no statute in Massachusetts outlawing suicide. There is no statute in Massachusetts saying it is against the law to assist or help in a suicide.
The judge denied his motion to dismiss the case. The prosecution has mainly been using text messages to try and prove that Michelle Carter is guilty of involuntary manslaughter. The defense will continue calling witnesses on Monday. New at 6 will tell you who is taking the stand next. Live in Taunton with the Mobile Newsroom, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Jara. The first week of the Michelle Carter trial has wrapped up. Today, the defense called its first witness to the stand after the judge denied their request to dismiss the case. And new at 6, Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado joins us now live from Taunton with a look at who the defense next plans to call to the stand.
The defense plans to continue calling witnesses on Monday, starting with a psychiatrist whose testimony has already been hotly debated in front of the judge. Michelle Carter's defense started calling witnesses today after a failed attempt at getting the case dismissed.
Denies.
The judge denying a motion for a verdict of not guilty.
We're disappointed, but we'll put on Dr. Bregan on Monday and continue calling witnesses thereafter.
Will you be calling Ms. Carter to the stand?
Don't know. No comment.
Defense attorney Joseph Cataldo says the first witness on Monday will be Dr. Peter Bregan, a psychiatrist who has not treated Michelle Carter, but did review her records and interview friends and family. We got a preview of his testimony in a pre-trial hearing earlier this year when he claimed Carter was intoxicated by antidepressants when she encouraged her boyfriend Conrad Roy III to kill himself.
She had no notion of willfulness.
The prosecution has repeatedly tried to exclude Bregan's testimony from the trial, but the judge is allowing it. Is he your final witness?
I'm not going to comment on that.
And the prosecution has submitted thousands of text messages as evidence that they say Michelle Carter encouraged her boyfriend Conrad Roy to kill himself and is therefore responsible for his death. We'll be here for that key defense witness on Monday. Live in Taunton with the Mobile Newsroom, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
And you can count on Eyewitness News for continuing coverage of the Michelle Carter trial. And a reminder, right now on WPRI.com, we have vital information on suicide prevention.